So here's another example of rotational motion. I have a circular saw here. The blade is the point at which a force would be applied. It would be a cutting force, it would be a heck of a lot of friction involved. And we have a certain radius for that blade. There's the pivot point. And it's powered by electricity. There's my assistant. He wants to come out. And I have a meter here. Actually, it's a kilowatt. And it's hooked up to the outlet. And I can cycle through. Let's see if I can get a good view here. This is amperage, 0 amperage, voltage 122 volts. The power factor is not listed, and that's not relevant to you anyway. The energy, total energy that's been used, and the current power. This is this number right here I'm looking at. This up here is irrelevant. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm actually going to run this, and depending on how quickly this refreshes itself, we'll see it takes a greater power to get it started, and then once it's in motion it actually requires less power, and hopefully then we can apply a load to it, so we'd have some outside torque being applied in resistance, and it should again increase the amount of power that's required. So let's view this. You'll hear it when it's on. Again, we're watching this little number right down here. Not that, not that. Watching this. Alright, so it reached 727, which was a peak. And I'm going to try to cut a piece of wood and see if it'll reach that extra value. See if I can reset. 6.5 amps, that's interesting enough, right? Okay. Let me try to cut a piece of wood and see if it reaches a higher power rating or a lesser, which would be interesting. Don't try this at home. Alright, it actually didn't change anything for me. I think it would probably need to be reset. Easy way to reset, take the battery out. Get started. Okay. Alright, here we go. Ready to read watts again. Let's try to cut that one more time. Did it give us a reading, ladies and gentlemen? Unfortunately, it did not. But anyway, the concept is that it takes a certain amount of energy, and in this case it's instantaneous power multiplied by time, a certain amount of energy in order to start it, and then it's less to maintain it per second. And then if you're applying a load, for instance in this case cutting a piece of wood, it would have taken more. So, satisfactory enough.